What's going on, guys? I am the Alabama Sasquatch, and I've got some more tips and tricks in Search and Destroy for you. What you want to do is your team needs to get first blood. This is going to give your team the advantage right off the start. An advantage, player advantage in Search and Destroy is a big deal. Now, the safest way to do it is going to be with spawn grenades. Now, you've probably seen a variation of this spawn grenade on Modern Warfare 2 before, basically just chucking it over the trailer, hitting the explosive car between their spawn and the green trailer. Now, in Black Ops, I love using the crossbow for this very reason. You basically can shoot a grenade all the way across the map, and there's nothing better than nailing some people right off the start, getting a nice advantage early in the game. Now, a couple of things have changed since Modern Warfare 2. There's actually a grenade delay in Search and Destroy. What that means is there's 3 seconds on your spawn to where if you threw a lethal grenade, it will not blow up. So that's the point in me using the crossbow, because on firing range, there's a point where you could spawn grenade, but you're actually 1 second away from actually getting it off correctly. So I tend to use the crossbow and aim for the car across spawn. Now, there's some other things that have changed as well. Search and Destroy was known for spawn tubers, basically getting quads and triples right off the start, just shooting it right into the enemy spawn. They have definitely nerfed that in Black Ops. If you're using a grenade launcher attachment on an assault rifle, there's a 15-second spawn delay before you can even use it. So I haven't tried it on the China Lake yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same. Now, with launchers in general, like the Law and the RPG, there is no spawn delay whatsoever. As fast as you can whip it out, you can shoot it. So that's going to be another secondary weapon for you to use. I really don't use the pistol all too much. You don't really need it. You're not really going to run out of ammo or anything, so you might as well equip something explosive, especially to take care of some last standing campers that are going to be tucked away, sitting against a wall for the most part, and you can just easily kill them with a launcher or with a crossbow explosion, or just with a grenade, whatever. Now, in the last video, I talked to you guys about a good starting class to use in Search and Destroy. That's going to be a very basic class to use is Ghost, Sleight of Hand, and like Hacker or something like that. Now, if you don't want to use Ghost, I would suggest you at least make a Search and Destroy class with Ghost. So basically running 2 Search and Destroy classes. Now, the reason for this is at the end of every round, check the scoreboard. If somebody has 3 kills and no deaths, expect them to have a spy plane. Go ahead and switch over to that Ghost class so you'll be prepared and you won't be caught on that radar the next round. Another way that you can, if you don't happen to check the scoreboard at the end of every round, is if they were to launch a UAV too early, you have about 10 seconds to change your class. Now, that's not counting if there is a death on either team early in the game. So, say 5 seconds into the game, the enemy launches a UAV, you can switch over to your Ghost class, and you might as well do that because there's no reason to be caught on the UAV if you don't have to be. Now, using equipment in Search is very beneficial. I've used pretty much all the equipment. Tac insert is useless. There's no point in doing it. I remember people using it in the past in Modern Warfare 2. Basically, the only trick to it was when you placed it down and somebody was to go to destroy it, you would know exactly where one person on the enemy team is. So it's kind of useful, but a lot of people have gotten smart to that, so there's no real reason to use it anymore. The camera spike is alright. The only way I could really foresee using it is if you were last man standing defending, then you could place the camera spike at A and then go sit at B and watch it like that. But I think the motion sensor is probably going to be your best bet, for the reason that you're going to pick up anybody moving. As long as they don't have Hacker Pro, they're appearing on the radius of the motion sensor. The Radar jammer, I don't really have a good use for that in search. I'd probably stay away from that. The claymore is great only for the reason that even if you die, it's still going to be on the map. So, say you were running a motion sensor, the minute you die, it has no use to anybody. It had no use to your team at all, but at least a claymore will have use for your team after you die. So, my top picks would definitely be motion sensor or claymore. C4's alright, but you have to detonate it, and the quick way to detonate it is double tapping X. So be sure to keep that in mind instead of pressing up and then the right trigger. You definitely want to do it quicker and still have your primary weapon out. Now the last thing I want to go over with you guys is about checking your scoreboard. Whenever you get a chance, take a look at your scoreboard. Just hit back real quick. See how many players are left on the other team. See how many players are left on your team. This is going to dictate how you need to play the rest of the round. If they have an advantage on players, you need to play a little bit more defensive because most likely they are going to rush you. So it's going to be very easy for you to pick off at least one or two of them. Now, if you have the lead, you can be more aggressive. Just know that they might be playing more defensive and can pick you off. So you need to be careful, but you can be aggressive. The alternative is if you do have the lead and you're on defense, hell, just stay defensive. They have to come to you. They have to come to plant the bombs. They have to come kill you. So you have all the time in the world. Now, there is going to be a point where you'll be attacking and you'll be down maybe one or two players. You can't sit there forever. You know, I'd wait until the time came down to about 45 seconds and I'd just make a move for a bomb. There's no reason just to sit it out. The only reason I could see sitting it out the full length is maybe if you're sitting on a better kill streak. Maybe if you have a napalm strike that you're about to get or an attack helicopter you're about to get, then I would probably sit on that kill streak instead of risking dying. But for the most part, you might as well make a run for it and try to get a bomb plant. Alright guys, the gameplay's coming to an end, so hopefully you learned something. If I didn't explain something well enough, just be sure to let me know and I'll try to elaborate on it in the comments as much as possible. If you didn't learn anything, well, I hope you at least enjoyed the gameplay. Till next time guys, I'll catch you later.
Look at that. It does not show that. I knifed him straight in. Oh my god, I give up.
No, he jumped over you because he's.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I knifed him. So shut up.
Get over it.
Yo, who won 7 and 4? Who won 7 and 4? Who won 7 and 4?
Way to go.
Yeah, the host.
My KD's
The host
better.
is third prestige. Get a life.